Aging is inevitable, but looking and feeling old isn't. As someone who's struggled with health, I've learned the secrets to staying young and vibrant at any age. As we age, our bodies undergo a series of changes that can leave us feeling tired, sluggish, and worn out. But what if I told you that it's possible to reverse these effects and stay young and vibrant, naturally? The key lies in making simple lifestyle changes that promote overall health and wellness. In this video, we'll explore the top tips for staying young and vibrant at any age. Welcome to our journey on how to stay young and vibrant at any age naturally. As we age, our bodies undergo a series of changes that can affect our physical and mental health. However, with the right lifestyle choices, we can maintain our youthful energy and vitality. One of the key factors in staying young is to focus on nutrition. Eating a balanced diet rich in whole foods, fruits, and vegetables can provide our bodies with the necessary nutrients to function optimally. For example, foods high in antioxidants such as berries, leafy greens. Another crucial aspect of staying young and vibrant at any age is maintaining a balanced diet rich in nutrients. This means focusing on whole, unprocessed foods like vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and lean proteins. For instance, foods high in antioxidants such as berries, leafy greens, and other fruits and vegetables can help combat free radicals in the body, which are known to cause aging and cell damage. Additionally, incorporating healthy fats like those found in nuts, seeds, and avocados into your diet can support skin health and provide sustained energy. Getting enough sleep is another crucial aspect of staying young and vibrant. During sleep, our bodies repair and regenerate damaged cells, build bone and muscle, and strengthen our immune systems. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, and establish a consistent sleep routine to help regulate your body's internal clock. Now, let's talk about the importance of mental well-being in maintaining a youthful and vibrant lifestyle. As we age, it's common to experience stress, anxiety, and feelings of overwhelm, which can accelerate the aging process. However, by incorporating simple yet effective mindfulness practices into our daily routine, we can significantly reduce these negative impacts. For instance, taking just 10 minutes each morning to practice deep breathing exercises, meditation, or yoga can help calm the mind, boost mood, and increase energy levels. As we age, our bodies naturally undergo a series of changes that can affect our overall health and well-being. However, by incorporating certain habits into our daily routine, we can take control of our health and stay young and vibrant at any age. For instance, staying hydrated is crucial for maintaining healthy skin, organs, and joints. Drinking at least 8 glasses of water a day can help to flush out toxins and keep our bodies functioning properly. Additionally, engaging in regular physical activity, such as walking or yoga, can help to improve. Now that you've learned the secrets to staying young and vibrant at any age, it's time to take action. Incorporate these natural methods into your daily routine, such as drinking plenty of water, exercising regularly, and eating a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables. For example, start your day with a refreshing glass of lemon water, followed by a 30-minute brisk walk or yoga session. By making these simple changes, you can boost your energy levels, improve your mood, and maintain a healthy and youthful glow. Take the first step towards a healthier you today and start feeling the difference for yourself. Remember, staying young and vibrant at any age is within your reach. By making simple lifestyle changes and incorporating these tips into your daily routine, you can promote overall health and wellness and stay looking and feeling your best for years to come. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more health and wellness tips.